Okay, we're now on the, I think this is the third video for chapter 23. It's pages 1071 through 1172, and it's about residual income, and we're going to look at brief exercise 23-5. So residual income is just a measure to say, okay, if we have a minimum amount that we want a business to return on investment, and I know that sounds strange because you always want to maximize that, make that number as high as possible. But if we say, well, we won't run this company anymore if we don't get 10% return on investment or 15% return on investment, or we have what's basically a hurdle of some kind, then we want to know, okay, beyond that hurdle, how much more money is it making? So first of all, is it making the hurdle? Because it comes out negative, the answer is no. But if it is, how much beyond? That's a residual part. How much beyond that percentage are we actually making? So you can see on 1171, the example that they have those same northern, central, and southern divisions. We have the income from the prior problems we were looking at. And then notice they took that second line, they took the individual northern, central, and southern, and they took how much we invested. The hurdle rate in this case is 10%. 10% is the minimum acceptable return on investment. And they see how far beyond it went. So we have income from operations minus my investment times the minimum rate of return gives me my residual income. So I wrote that out in formula form. The book really doesn't have it in formula form like I do here, but I wanted to put that up there for you guys to utilize when you're working this problem. So if you turn to brief exercise 23-5 and try that on your own, and then pause the video, try it on your own, and then I'll go through it now. So 23-5, it says the commercial division has income from operations of $12,680,000. And it goes on to say it has assets of $74,500,000. Oops, sorry. Assets $74,500,000. And it tells us that the minimum acceptable rate of return is 12%. So now I'm going to look at what the residual income is. So I'll go through this in steps. First, income from operations. We have that number, but I'll say income from operations, so you can see the function here, is this 12 million. Next, I need to find the second part of the equation here. The second part of the equation here, I need to take the investment minimum times the minimum percentage of return. So that is the investment is the assets times 12%. So this is the minimum rate of return. Next, I would take the income from operations minus 8,940,000, which is, remember, that times that, to get the residual income. Okay, if you have any questions there, as always, feel free to shoot me an email if anything's troubling you.